do for you. They're going to be back up now to start this drive. They'll throw to begin with Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
I like this. Right out of the gate, finding ways to get the running backs involved early in the passing game. What that does throughout the rest of the game, Mike, is those linebackers, their drops don't get quite as deep. Those secondary defenders don't get quite as deep. So you know what it opens up down the road? Big-time shots downfield.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss. The truth is, Mike, they just aren't getting the push they need up front. This defense has been a motivated group these last couple plays, and now for the second straight time, they failed to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
No help from those last two runs. It is 3rd and 13. A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. He needed 13 and got 14 for the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop in behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Open man is Hodges, the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
Get set, get set.
He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 41 yards.
Simply put, you just have to be more disciplined along the back end, Mike, especially when you're playing against a quarterback like this. I mean, his ability to identify mismatches so quickly and then target them with the ball, you've got to take away that space, change up your looks, and as a result now, they're going to test your red zone defense.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, 49ers. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting the game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Is our score as this kick is sent into the air. That one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll run it for the first time with Case Brown. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
A gain of 5 brings up
We are through one. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
MT tape. 11 MT tape. Here we go. Here. Behind.
They'll run here with Brown. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a first down.
11, 11, 11, 11.
That's good for a Bengals.
11 MT. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
1st and 10 at the 49.
Throwing is Burrow. This one downfield, taken in by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
10 at the 25-yard line.
11 MT. 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. That's complete. It's Yoshiba. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Here's Brown. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Here we go. Here. 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
4th down, and the Bengals will bring in. This, about as short as you can get. And this is blocked. Into space. Accelerating toward midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco.
49ers.
Greg, those are the momentum swings that get you. One team is looking to add 3. Instead, the other team adds 6, thanks to the ability to block the kick.
Yeah, and in this case, Mike, the players are constantly reminded by the coaches, you never know. Just keep rushing, keep rushing. You could rush 100 times, but if you do it full speed, the 101st, you stick your hand up. That's the one where it connects with the ball. In this case, that's exactly what happens. Scoop, score, change the game.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
On 2. 11, Tom. Here we go.
Now Brown will work forward to the 40-yard line. D. Winters there to bring him down.
12.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
11,
5.
Thomas. Here we go. 11. Right 8.
Now Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he will go all the way. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
This returnable from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. Downfield, he's got the big target. Jennings. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
A 1st down throw for Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. He'll go play action. Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Body the man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And less than a yard.
Get set.
Throwing again is Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
And the 49er 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. And the 49er 1st down.
On play action, here's Purdy. Got his man at the 6. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
Outside. 18. Start.
A play fake. Now it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. To the pylon. He's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. 49ers. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. That one is no good, not even close. He missed it wide to the left, and the score remains right where it's at.
Set to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
A first down throw for Burrow. Pushed by Higgins, who makes the grab. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off and drive. That's a gain of 30. And another first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow now to throw on first down. Open man, downfield, Chase has it. And he'll take this one in. Jamar Chase, touchdown Bengals. His second hit to the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have it for this guy.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. A safe kick taken at the 5. An opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Get set. Get set.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Bengals will take over possession here at the 44.
Purdy's pass intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
On 1, ready? 11 Thomas. 11 MT. Take. Gun. Shot.
Higgins sent in motion.
11. Shot.
On first down, Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosibas. Down the left sideline. And he will score. Andre Yosibas. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2.
Here we go.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Here comes a return. Job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
At the 34-yard line.
Second down. Burrow. Pass caught. Gesicki on the right. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
22 yards.
The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Brown. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
4 yards. That's another
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, touchdown.
They'll stay on the ground. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
16 more yards. That's another Bengals
11.
first down.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They face second down and 7. Burrow. And he will score again. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2.
Here we go.
The
Here.
Bengals will line up
They'll look to throw. That
for
one intercepted. And now he loses the football. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the bootleg, it's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals will take over possession here at the 44.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there is a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
11, 11, 11, 11.
At the 45-yard line.
Burrow here on second down. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. That half play good for 22. It's a Cincinnati first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12.
Throwing is Burrow. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati first down.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
At the 4-yard line.
On one, ready? 12, 12. Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
To the goal line and in. Andre Yosemite. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. He continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw, and he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
But I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
TD on is McPherson to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
Get set, get set. 18, what's up?
On first and 10, Purdy moving to his left. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. Now it's going to be third down. Play action now. Purdy. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, 49ers. To throw once more, it's Purdy. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Get set.
Back to the air again is Purdy. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And a solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line.
Purdy's pass intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Here we go. Behind.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 5.
11 MT
2nd and 5.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. This one complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That gets him to 100 yards exactly after that reception and gets his team a 1st down.
Stop.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Dick, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
11, Thomas. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. Stop.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man, left side. He's got it. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal. Tackle made and about the 5-yard line.
And the Bengals 1st down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 11, Mighty. Hey, can. Stop.
Here's Burrow. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Bengals. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, Man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
This will be returned from the 6. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here comes 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Purdy. Throw right side. He's got Tonjes. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Niners 1st down. A play fake. Now it's Purdy. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Gun.
Drive will start on the ground. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
11 MT.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And the drive will stay alive. He's got the 1st down up to the 44.
4 yards. That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
They'll stick with him again. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
12.
At the 45-yard line.
11.
Burrow to throw. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
On the ground, here's Samaje Perine. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. They get 21 on that one. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
On 1st down, Burrow. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckley with the Bears in 1943. And then Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 1954. We've waited a long time. Now they have company.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. That one caught by Tonjes. And they just took a timeout. 2 seconds to go. This was decided that they needed to take a timeout, but take it with them. Here's a 2nd and 6. One last shot now for Purdy. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. That will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one in the win column for the Bengals. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL.
Stop the run. Stop the run.
With its distinctive swimming pools in the upper deck, there's a look inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cam Little out to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Powering his way forward. And he is out of bounds as they'll start past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen in 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Called in left side here by Jennings. So nothing doing there. And 3rd and 8 now.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. It isn't normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf. I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, a field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. And that sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, it lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
A gain of 15. And the 49ers first down.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And it's caught. And the Niners are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. McCaffrey trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Calling no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Outside. 118. Watch out.
Again, McCaffrey. And this time he's into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try the sneak, and he will get in to make it 8-0.
8. Jaguars nothing.
So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, 35 yards. And the Jaguars have come back to make it a 2-point game. A try here for the extra point. And it's up and good. So maybe a bit early here to try to match the 2. They're content to trail by 1 at 8-7. they're down only one score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First down, 49ers.
Now Purdy. There's a short one caught by Tonjes. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Jaguars' 28-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now right where this set of here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Play action. Now Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Juwan Jennings, 27 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Jaguars 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Sink right. Here we go.
They go play action now. Lawrence looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm good. 11.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 7.
Hey, Kim, on the red. Hey, Soko, so hot. Go.
On play action, Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. And the Jaguars are going to take over here up near the 40. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Lawrence will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Fancy footwork at the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Okay, ready? Easy.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
So get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
He'll try and do this himself. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick six.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they were defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go. Easy. This one's hot. Silver.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to 25 there.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield. but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And a tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2 yards to gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Second and 10. Purdy off the play fake. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Take right open.
Now Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of winning this game.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
The 49er first down. An 8-yard pickup. And the 49er first down.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Jaguars 7.
After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And some room to run now. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 37-yard line. This ball caught by Strange. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
Let's go, 52.
First down.
Here we go.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Hey, kill. Here we go.
And they'll run with ETN. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Kill.
Down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 7. Brings up second.
Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Lawrence. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away.
The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel. Only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you make me feel so pretty. You always pull me